Have you lost your childhood enthusiasm and past ambition? Why not rethink your life again and unleash your ambition and energy? Ambition Book Summary. Written by Rachel Bridge. But before we start, please press the like button if you liked the summary or dislike if you did not like it so that we can evaluate the channel and fix the errors. We also ask you to interact in the comments, write to us the books you would like us to summarize, and share your mistakes in any summary. Thank you. Let's start. Maybe you think that only the skills you have or intend to learn will help you achieve all your dreams. If this is your belief, I would ask you to rethink it, because the success equation still needs an additional factor for the skill to be complete. Intelligence is not enough. You need a sufficient amount of positive, ambitious ambition that will lead you to stimulate all your special abilities and skills in order to reach your goal. Ambition helps you formulate realistic and elaborate plans, and it constantly fuels your energy so that it reaches its peak whenever you need it. In fact, we were born ambitious by nature. When we were young, we dreamed of becoming influential artists or writers, but we stopped dreaming after we grew up, and everyone around us began to believe that what we are now is the ambition that we dreamed of, or that we did not succeed in achieving our ambition, so we stopped ambitious. Therefore, the goal of this book is to spark your passion again and reawaken your dormant ambition. The world is full of amazing opportunities waiting for the ambitious to bombard them. Why not be one of them? Chapter 1. Do not commit to small goals and make your ambition conditional on everything that can change your life and the lives of others. Since you have decided to start thinking about a better future, I advise you to make your ultimate goal big. It is certain that if you make your goal modest, such as going to the gym to get rid of some excess weight, you will postpone the matter several times and may not do it at all. But if you set your sights on building the home of your dreams, you will begin collecting the necessary money and developing precise plans that require a lot of effort to implement. It all comes down to the size of the goal and therefore its importance, which forces you to move towards it and commit to achieving it. I will tell you this rule that helps you know the appropriate goal for your ambition, which is if no one laughs at your ambition or tells you that you are crazy just for thinking about this matter, then know that your ambition is too small to oblige you. In the next stage of choosing your ambition, the appropriate ambition must be something that can be measured. This way you can know exactly what you want and measure your success in achieving it, and because you will definitely know when and where the finish line will be. Also, your ambition must be your own. Make it a personal challenge. It's a matter of life or death for you. Another condition of ambition is that it is achievable. One of the most common reasons people fail to achieve their goals is that they are unrealistic. For example, it is not reasonable to aspire to become a professional football player when you are over 30 years old, which is the period in which football players end their careers on the field. Your ambition must make a clear difference in your life and the lives of others. If the matter is not important to you and to those around you, then you won't get the necessary feelings urging you to move forward. Your goal should be something that makes you happy and ignites the desire in you to work. It should be something that you want strongly, something that makes you sing and dance whenever you think about it and makes you jump out of bed in the morning, full of energy and desire for achievement and life. Now write your final goal on a piece of paper and date it. Then study your goal seriously and verify that it meets all the conditions and that it is sufficient to give you the necessary enthusiasm for implementation. Remember the saying of the famous American speaker and comedian Jay Leno, ambition outperforms genius by up to 99%. In what follows, I will tell you how to prepare yourself to achieve your goal as quickly as possible. Chapter 2. Prepare to achieve your goal before reaching it by engaging yourself in a new and organized lifestyle. After you know the necessary conditions for achieving your ambition, you must begin preparing to achieve this goal. First, surround yourself with people and groups who think the same way as you and have the same interests and feelings as you. Secondly, create a private physical space in which to work on your project. You can make it a special room in your home that collects everything you need in one place, or you can rent a special place for this purpose. Third, focus your thoughts towards your goal. Do not distract yourself with many things and create a special space in your head and time in which you only think about your goal. Fourth, make it part of your routine as usual. If you are seeking to learn the Chinese language, for example, start every day by learning 10 new words during breakfast, and if you are seeking to become a novelist, commit to writing 500 words a day. Fifth, be organized and do not let things go haphazard. If you talk on the phone with someone about your project, immediately send him an email to thank him and take pictures of all the important papers and data on your smartphone so that you have what you need near you. Plan for the next day and have your clothes cleaned and organized in a closet so you can grab them quickly and without thinking whenever you need to go out or work. Now let us begin developing the action plan in an accurate scientific manner. Chapter 3. Create an action plan that suits you. Do not make your goal a tangible reality, and review it once a year. The French writer and aviator Antoine de Saint-Exupéry said, "A goal without a plan is just a desire," and I also find this saying true. If you do not make a plan, you will not find the motivation to implement it, and therefore you will remain stuck in your dreams without achieving, so I will tell you how to make a successful plan. First, write in your plan all the important things such as goals, the type of skills you need to achieve your goals, the resources and tools you will need, the implementation budget and the time needed to achieve the goal. Second, specify exactly what you intend to do and when you will do it. If you want to become a world-class trumpet player, it is beneficial for you to wake up at 6 in the morning to master a specific tune every day. Third, tell someone about your goals. It will help make your goal realistic if you say it out loud. Fourth, set deadlines related to special occasions. For example, make holidays deadlines for your goal or for each stage of your plan. Thus, you will find an incentive to finish what you planned before this occasion so as not to spoil it for yourself. Fifth, rearrange the furniture so that everything that brings you closer to your goal, such as the computer or necessary files, is close to you and in the warmest and most comfortable room in your home. Sixth, divide the goal into small, realistic, achievable parts. Seventh, do not treat your plan as a paper that you write once and then leave forgotten in the desk drawer, but rather make it a memorandum that you review continuously, at least once a year or every 6 months, to see your progress, and don't forget to celebrate every achievement. You will find in the following words the appropriate way to motivate yourself whenever you feel your energy level is low. Third, Chapter 4. Motivate yourself with internal motivation and constantly develop your practical and personal skills. Many people suffer from their inability. They are unable to continue progressing with the plan they have set, and the direct reason for their loss of passion is their lack of understanding of the motivation behind what they are doing. Therefore, the simplest way to motivate yourself is to realize the motivation for which you seek to achieve your goals, and this motivation is usually the way you interact with one of two influential forces in your life. Firstly, the force that moves you forward, such as becoming famous or leaving an impact that makes you a role model for your children. Secondly, the force that pushes you back, which most of the time stems from events that occurred in your early childhood. For example, defense is when you are trying to prove someone wrong in their opinion of you or trying to make up for an old failure. or to achieve success that surpasses what your brothers have achieved. When you succeed in combining these two forces, you will create one of the strongest motivations, which motivates you to continue. Then you must get rid of everything that hinders motivation, such as fear or lack of self-confidence, and obtain the maximum money and obtain the levels of motivation. By making your motivation come from within you and from deep within you, which stirs your feelings and forces you to implement your plan in the next stage. You must enhance your practical and personal skills, and by personality here I mean soft skills such as your ability to negotiate and deal with others. In a report by the Economics Development Consulting Company published in 2015, it deals with a person who said that developing personal skills can add profits to the individual by up to 15%. It is also necessary to think from all angles when you face any problem. It is certain that the solution lies somewhere that you have not looked at before. This will help you discover your own skills that you did not know about. It will also motivate you to practice new skills that will benefit you in your work. Studies have shown that 46% of managers, they prefer to promote and increase the salary of an employee who acquires new qualifications that help him become better at his job. Come now to tell you how to collect enough money for your project. Chapter 5. Collect enough money to achieve your goal and focus your energy on research and preparation. You will not succeed in preparing to take one step forward without obtaining sufficient money for your project. First, you must determine the amount of this money in advance. You can then allocate part of your current income to begin saving part of the capital you need. You can also borrow from close relatives and friends. Search for grants related to what you are doing, such as education or training grants, etc., and finally convince an investor to participate with you in the next step. You must take advantage of your strengths in organizing your time by identifying the times when you most reach your peak of activity and exploiting them to implement your plan. The rule of reviewing your work schedule every 2 weeks will help you eliminate everything that is less important and focus on investing time in what is more important. You should also know that the most successful people are those who focus their energy on one work at the same time and do not distract themselves in many tasks. This will help teach you how to make good decisions, as you will need this skill to gain the trust and respect of everyone around you. It will also teach you when to say no if you need to. This way you will have the time needed to do the necessary research for your project. Your research will help you know the most influential companies and individuals in the field you intend to enter. You have to read more about them and know all their strengths and weaknesses, and thus you will know the magnitude of the challenges you will face. What are the questions that you must answer? When should you stop? And if there are real opportunities for development. Then present your currencies to the areas that you want to learn and what you want to do. Promote yourself and your project among institutions and individuals and on social media sites and write a presentation. Practice it in front of a group of supportive friends and stay away from anyone who belittles your ambition. I will now present to you 8 special methods. It will help you get closer to your goal. Chapter 6. There are 8 steps. Finance becomes more about defining your people. If you follow it, you will be closer than you imagine to achieving your goal. Breathe deeply and take a little time to imagine that you have achieved your ultimate goal. Do you feel joyful, comfortable, and fun? In fact, you can achieve this goal and gain these feelings all the time if you follow these 8 methods. Firstly, stop worrying about what others think of you. Secondly, commit with complete sincerity to this goal and do not stop at the first obstacle. Thirdly, believe from your heart that your effort will not be wasted and that you will achieve this goal. Fourth, stop comparing yourself to others. Fifth, Accept your mistakes and do not put pressure on yourself and punish yourself for every mistake. Sixth, you will face a number of major challenges and setbacks, so do not let them stop you. Seventh, act as if you know that you will succeed, whatever your current situation is, and this point differs from believing in your goal. It will help you, if you are forced to leave your job, for example, to believe that every step you take, no matter how difficult, is only temporary because the end result will be your success in achieving your goal. Eighth, regardless of whether, you will recognize the extent of your current enthusiasm, but focus on every day. It is difficult to predict events over a period of months or years. After we finish and before you leave, remember the saying of the American novelist Mark Twain. The secret to getting ahead is to start now with one small action. But it is crucial that it makes a big difference in achieving your goal. In reality, it is very easy to feel confused about where to start on your path to your ultimate goal. But if you do just one thing, you are already on the right path, as the ancient Chinese philosopher Luzo said. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, whereas in the modern version, the fulfillment of every ambition begins with a single email. Whatever you seek to achieve, personal skills and genius are not enough, but you will need organized, high and correct ambition to give you the energy needed to start and progress, and this ambition must be big enough for you to commit to it. It also requires changing your entire lifestyle to suit your big ultimate goal. Then an action plan is designed in scientific and precise ways with the aim of transforming your imaginative goal into a realistic and achievable one. You must know your inner motivations and link them to what happened to you in the past and what you hope for in the future, and you must find the right ways to raise the money necessary to achieve your goal and follow the 8 steps that will bring you closer and closer to success.